Hello and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video. Apologies for there not being a video for a while. My computer broke, my BlueStacks has been playing up, which is why there's been no Grand Arena videos, but we'll get back on it for the next round. And the growth, even if I've not been uploading, has been great, so thank you guys so much for that. It's been really amazing. If you would like to help out the channel, please subscribe, drop a like, it helps out loads. So let's get into the point of this video swiftly, and I just want to talk about how I don't know how to phrase it, whether it's prioritize the Jabba Rex or whether it's like how I'd rank them. Maybe more prioritized. So if we jump into it, the least I guess important characters we'll start with and we'll work our way down towards the more important ones. So we've got Mob Enforcer. It's a shame we've got like these first three, to be fair. Mob Enforcer, Greedo, Gamorrean Guard. It's a shame we've got to relic them up. There's no real home for them. Like you'd think Gamorrean Guard, oh, he should go with Jabba, but he doesn't. Quite simply that, it's just wasted relics, really. It's a shame, but what you get at the end of it is quite good. So we don't really have to talk about these guys too much. Greedo's not the worst, since I think he got a rework, didn't he, with his thermal detonators, or I mean just like other characters coming together with him. But again, you don't go on that Jabba team, you don't go with any other characters, so he's just quite useless, really. So that's like 15th, 14th and 13th ranks. Jumping into 12th, we've got Jawa, who's useless to most people. Jawas aren't the worst team in the game. They can do some things, they can work, but nobody's realistically got Jawas farmed up, I would say. So they're not like a great character to farm. No one you want to take past the relic requirement, and again it's just like a wasted relic for most people, but some people will find him useful, which is why he ranks above the other guys. But moving on, we've got Aurora, who's like Jawa. Most people aren't going to have Tuskens farmed up, but more recently with the Chieftain, who's the warrior that came out as well, wasn't it? They've got a boost. They've got an Omicron now in 3v3 as well, which I don't know whether Aurora goes on that team, or whether he's the one with the Omicron. I think it's Tusken Raiders Omicron in it. And BlueStacks is just downloaded, so we're going to wait for this update. But yeah, he's like Jawa, he goes on a team, but he don't go on the best team in the game. Not a lot of people are gonna have it. Can this please move off? There we go. We've got up to 70. Very nice. Should not have clicked on this. I knew this would happen. But they've got that. It's a 3v3 Omicron though, innit? So he doesn't even get that full use or 100% of the time, which is why he ranks that little bit above Jawa, because the team is better, but he's not great, and obviously he's not better than some of the characters that we've got in the requirements list for Jabba. But while this loads, we'll talk about the Grand Arena stream the other night. Was like the night just before my computer broke, which is why I've not got the other two rounds. I won the second round, lost this final round, which ends tonight. We tied in banners, but because he had 7.5 million GP and I don't, which brings us perfectly into his kit. Like, I don't think it's his Omicron. That's literally the only thing I wanted to check. It's definitely not on the leadership. Like, he's not the best Tusken, but he's part of the team when you do have the 5 stack. But yeah, same as Jawa, not great, not bad either. As you can see, we've got number 10 missing here. That's because number 10 is actually going to be it will be the Outriding when we get to it. I really should have planned for this, but are we gonna restart the recording? Absolutely not. There's zero budget on this, and that's the way we like it. The Outrider, it's an okay it's a good ship when you put it on profundity, but other than that, it's not really got a home. Nobody really uses the home one. Like, where is it? Down here. So you got to take it all the way to 7 stars, which I'm glad it says that in the prerequisites, even though this is one of those cases where you would like it to be 4 stars. But it's one of those ones you've got to start farming early on, even if you're not fully farming the characters up yet, just because of how long it takes to get a ship up to 7 stars. But we've got yeah, it's good on the profundity, but you need that top tier fleet to make it work like the best, which is why it's not, even how good it is, it's not ranked really high, because it's really inaccessible to most players, if you know what I mean. Like, profundity is a lot harder to get than Executor is for, say, or even Jabba. But yeah, he's just a 10th. Not Not bad. Not great. Not a great farm for most people. Moving on to number 9, we've got Aura Singh, who is a very good lead for a bounty hunter. This should not make me download it now. But a very good lead, has a really good contract, that's why. Usability while buff, let's just go to the top. What's she got to do? Using ability while buff 10 times. It's not bad, especially when you've got Grief on the team. Quick contract, quicker than boss, because it's probably like I think the quickest one. Unless you're using like Fennec against Lord Vader, but... Or really good leadership. The kit's not amazing. She's like the core bounty hunter team, especially earlier on, is like Bosk, Boba, Mando, and Grief, and then a fifth, whether it's Dengar, IG, Cad, Aura, Zam, anyone can fit that last role. Aura Singh's not bad there, just because of her leadership. But that's about all she really brings to the table in the bounty hunters team, I would say. But definitely worth sticking as the lead in your bounty hunters team in most cases, unless you want to use Bosk still, which I don't think it's a bad idea. And then use like Dengar instead. But Aura Singh, good, not great. Fennec Shand, a great bounty hunters leader against Lord Vader. She brings that. You've got like that 2-shot potential if you've got a really good Fennec Shand and a really good bounty hunters team and Imperial Troopers team. Which is why I put her a little bit above Aura Singh, just because she's got that potential to be great. Because she gets a contract based on the amount of debuffs applied, which Lord Vader obviously is 500 plus speed in most cases. Which means he does that AoE, like the grabby one, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, 20 debuffs are dispelled or expired. So it's like Lord Vader goes, then Grief goes, cleanses it all, and boom, and Scoundrelize, because then you put Bam on the team, get that like damage immunity out as well. So that's what she brings to a bounty hunters team. She just makes it a little bit more solid. Not a great lead in most situations, and you probably won't use her really, but she's a great option to have, which is why I put that a little bit above Aura Singh, because they're like the bounty hunter leaders on the squad. Moving on to number 7, we've got Boba Fett. And the reason he's there is because he's such a high relic level. Means he's a really strong character that executes amazing. The ability block is great, or the mass ability block is amazing. He is a pilot for the Executor fleet, which bumps him up even more. It just gives him that extra little bit of worth or value while farming up to such a high relic level for a character. Even though you do need it for the Executor, but if you're getting Jabba then Executor, then he's already done for that, or vice versa, you can swap it around. Like, mine's already Relicate for Executor, which is like, again, this is like a priority list. This is why I've not got everyone farmed up. Like, the characters towards the number 1 spot are going to be ones I farm up first, but Boba's already done for Executor. But I think he should be a decent priority in the team, just especially when you get his Zeta as well, where he recovers 100% health and protection from his or killing somebody, or is it his execute, I don't know. Is great. I would recommend his Zeta. Great on that, again, one of those core bounty hunters early on, which is what's really nice about him, and having him at such a high level. He just does so much damage and he's so great. Number 6, Han Solo, one of the part of the CLS team. Really strong character, goes first. Gets the stun off, gives crit chance, crit damage off. He's a really solid character on that team. I don't think he's the best CLS like character on the team, but he really does. He does a job and he does it well. He works with what's he called, Dash, like that Dash Han Chewie team is great in 3v3. Bam Han Chewie is great in Conquest as well. For those feats where people have got to survive and you might have a low one, Bam Han Chewie is really strong for that. So he's flexible, not so much in Grand Arena 5v5 though, because he goes with CLS like 100% of the time. You're not going to put him on a Dash team there, but in 3v3 you might, because you can put 3PO and C3PO with CLS. But that's why he's at number 6. This is where we start getting into the really strong characters now in the top 6, but I think he's the weakest of the 6. Okay, so moving on to the number 5 spot now, we have C3PO. Again, one of those CLS characters mainly, but he's ranked that a little bit higher than Han. He does a lot, gives that translation around, spreads confuse on the what they call it, enemies. You know, with that translation, he can reduce cooldowns, increase max health for protection, I'm pretty sure. But the reason he's ranked that a little bit higher, he's got a great kit, but he's got that versatility where he can be used with a rebel team with CLS, or he can be used with Galactic Republic or Resistance, which you're not really going to use him for, but it's those Galactic Republic and rebel team that he's mainly going to be used for. With Padme, he's really crucial for proving grounds, especially when they're at high relic levels. They can take out some of those earlier tiers like the Boba Fett tier, the Cat tier, the other one that I can't remember, I think the TIE Interceptor. Not sure about Malgus, but I won't quote me on that one. But he, with the Galactic Republic, gets a lot done in GAC. He's going to be with CLS, reducing those cooldowns, which is, you know, really important, which is why he's ranked that little bit higher. He's really good. I'm really excited to get him up to relics, just so he has that extra little bit of survivability. Number 4 now. We start getting into... Actually, I want to talk about these next 3 together. We've got Skiff-Guard Lando in at 4, Chrysanthemum, and then Boushh down here as well. These 3 have the most importance to me apart from number 1, just because they're what form the Jabba team. Look, they may not be as good as C-3PO and Han, but because they're part of the Jabba farm, I feel like that gives them an extra little bit of importance at the moment. I'd say it is ranked in how strong they are on the Jabba team. I'd say Skiff-Guard Lando's the weakest, then Chrysanthemum and Boushh, but Boushh and Chrysanthemum are very, very close. They both do incredible jobs, but I think if you can get rid of Boushh and Two-Shotter, you've got a lot higher of a chance, I'm pretty sure, from what I've been seeing. So as you can see, I'm already working on my Boushh as well down here. That's just because she's at 7 stars and I could get her up. So it's like she'll probably be my number 1 priority, because I don't think I'm going to get number 1 very soon. But yeah, so these 3 work well. They've got 1 Zeta each. You know, they are the core 3 of that Jabba team, apart from Jabba. And then that 5th spot is the flexible one, whether it's Boba or Embo are the main 2. You're going to use Boba in GAC. You're going to use Embo in Territory War. And then you've got Chrysanthemum's Omicron as well, which really boosts him up in GAC. You've got Boushh's Omicron as well, but it's for raids, so who really cares? We're going to be losing the Krayt Dragon raid anyway soon. So that's how I'd rank these 3. If you think one's more important than the other on the Jabba team, let me know, and maybe you can convince me. But I'd say this is the right way. So moving on to number 1, probably the best character out of the requirements, the one you need to focus on first because he's so difficult to get, is of course Jedi Knight Luke. An amazing character, whether it's just he's the lead, whether you've got JML, like you can use him with like Revan, Shaq T, or Ben, Yoda's, both of them, Jedi Anakin. You can bring any of the Jedi together with him. He's just an incredible character with the AoE stun as well. And I say you need to prioritize him like instantly, because he has so many requirements himself. He has like that full CLS team. You've got Lando, Rolo, Captain Han, Hermit Yoda, Wampa, like all the characters from guild events that you need. Like you need to work on him ASAP, get him up, because 1, he'll be great in your roster, and 2, he's such a difficult farm. But I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. That is how I would prioritize them / rank them. I'm not sure which one it really is, but yeah, excited to get Jabba. We'll start unlocking him soon. We get Executor in like pretty much 2 weeks time. Now we've finished the requirements, which is lovely. So I'll see you probably for the next round of GAC, maybe in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have watched to this point, please like, subscribe. It helps so much. The growth has been insane. Even the last like 2 days when I've not been uploading, the growth has still been insane. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.